is going on YouTube? I think we actually got this started correctly for maybe the first time in a really long time. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're opening up the phone lines, kind of. There's a link in the description below for Zoom, so you guys can join the Zoom meeting. And if you'd want, you can hop on the call, ask your question live with me, talk with me for here for a little bit. I want to make sure we have enough time for everybody because we'll only be doing this probably about 45 minutes to an hour. But today's just it's free for all. It's free for all Friday, FFA, and I just want to have fun, answer some questions for y'all. I was gonna get somebody on for an interview, but I was too busy rushing trying to get all this going that yeah, I just didn't see the guy's message. So I feel bad about that. I'm sorry, but we will be getting more people on here for interviews. So hopefully that happens here soon. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully it's a beautiful Friday wherever you're at. Yours is not too hot. Well, I'm sorry your day is not too hot. My day's going all right. Is computer technician a good start? Yeah. Any job that you can get in IT is a great start. Anything is going to be a great start. I almost assure you of that. I'm sure there could be some really terrible things out there, but um, at the end of the day, like you're getting experience, and that's what's important. Doing all right. Looks like we got somebody on the chat. I don't know if I can even pronounce their name, but let's make sure this is working. Hold on. Oh, they left the chat. I was about to bring them on. I was about to like unmute them and everything and get them going on here. I don't have the Zoom chat pulled up, but that's all right. What's going on, Mr. Chris Howitt? How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Cold and wet where you're at. Windy and rainy here from PA. Nassar, your friend with an IT background suggested that you should go do CompTIA Net Plus instead of CompTIA A Plus. I mean, I don't really see the point, I guess, unless you're going to. I mean, I don't see the point. Get the A Plus or get a CCNA. Case closed. Next. It's like 20 outside. I think it's like 20 degrees here today, too. What's going on, William Davis? Look, we got somebody. Oh, here we go. Let me unmute. Ooh, unmute. Hey there. How you doing?
Hello,
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm good.
What's your name?
My name, you say you couldn't pronounce my name. It's my middle name is Victor, but my
Victor.
first name is Muna Chimso.
Awesome, man. Cool. Can you say it one more time?
Muna Chimso. Muna
Munan
Chimso.
Chimso. All right, cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for calling in. How you doing?
yeah, I'm good. How you doing, man?
Good, good. So you got a question? What's up?
Yeah, I'm an IT major. I'm computer networking and IT major. I'm sophomore, currently in Alcon State. I'm an international student from Nigeria. So like, yes, this week I got my Network Plus certification after studying over the break, and it was a really good one. Then after the exam, I passed. Yes. Then I had this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, yeah. I had this. I got an email from a company for like network engineering intern position because I'm currently searching for internships, summer internships, and all. So I got this email from them immediately after the exam. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they said I should do a test. After taking the test, and the test was like really hard. Like after coming from the exam, I was so happy that okay, I have this certification. I'm going to put it on my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my resume, and everything. Then I got to this test. I was seeing Linux questions. I was seeing like really hard routing questions, and that just like bogged me down. So like I saw Python questions, Linux questions, and I didn't even see any questions relating that I didn't see anything I learned from the Network Plus. So like that really like bummed me down. I didn't even like normally I was expecting to post like on LinkedIn saying I got the certification. I didn't even do that because I felt like I still have a long way to go. Because I knew I had to learn Python because I watch your videos, Network Chuck, Lab Everyday, Mr. Dwan Light. So like I knew, okay, after this network course, I'll start improving my Python skills. Now, after doing so, taking that test, I was kind of taking that test. I was really bummed down because I didn't now know. Okay, should I start with Python? Should I do Linux? Because initially I was like, after network plus, I go for security plus. And I'm saying, okay, they really use Linux a lot. Should I do Python? Should I do security plus? Should I do Linux plus? What should I do? Like I was really like confused, and I'm really like right now I'm like network plus doesn't even have any weight. Should I go for the new CCNA? So like any advice on like what I should do? And still I'm still like combating this with being a college student. I'm currently doing an assignment right now
All
that
right.
is due this.
So
So like
you got your network plus.
yeah, I got my network
So
plus.
first of all, congratulations on that because that's awesome, dude. Like that, you should be
Thank
really
you.
proud of yourself. You should be really happy. As far as like you're asking, like what's next? Like what's the next thing you should go after?
Yeah.
Do you want to be in networking? Like, do you want to be a network engineer? Do you want to be a network, administrator at any point in your career?
Yes. My initially my coming into college, I wanted to be a network engineer. Then I started like I didn't really know much about the security aspect. So I've been like I have a friend that is trying to go into cybersecurity. So anytime I'm with him, what he talks about is giving me interest. That's another problem. Like this IT field, like so broad
There's
that
a lot. There's a lot, man. There's so
there's a
much.
lot. Like there's too much. So when I'm like, okay, I want to be a network engineer, then I see someone going to security, and I'm like, oh, this is a very nice field. Should I also try that? Then I see my friends programming because I'm yet to, like I've started learning programming because I know it's needed for network automation, like little, but like I'm not like software engineer class. And when I see them like solving um programming questions and all, I'm like, I really have to do this. I really have to do this. So like everything is
Yeah,
just like tricking me down.
you don't have to know everything, man. You could definitely be interested in a lot of things, which is great. You could definitely like understand some of the fundamentals of everything, but you don't have to be an expert in everything. But as far as like focusing, if you want to start out in networking, I would definitely say go after your CCNA. And from there, you're not going to be secluded to just being a network administrator or network admin, whatever. You have room to grow. So as you are learning and developing your skills, you're getting experience in the field. That's what it's going to take to really help you be a good, cybersecurity professional. So down the road, you can make that transition, and it's not going to be that difficult for you to do. So you're not just siloed into one area of this field. It's great to kind of have an idea on where you can start and what you can start doing. Um, but as you're growing, I mean, the possibilities are endless because this field is so vast. It's so huge. As you're getting this experience and skills within this field, it's going to be really easy for you to transition into almost anything else that you want.
Thank you. So you say I should go for the after the network plus, I should go for my CCNA right now.
If you want to be in networking, if that's
Networking.
if that's where you want to be, then yes, go for your CCNA.
Yeah. Then I wanted to do that. I was speaking with someone on LinkedIn, a network engineer, and he was like, I should even skip the CompTIA Network Plus. But the thing is, with the new CCNA, not a lot of material is not out. So I was like waiting to like. That's why I took the Network Plus. Because I initially wanted to take the CCENT, then the ICND too. But since everything's going to be scrapped out this month, I'll let him just take the Network Plus as a good foundation. So should
Network
I
Plus is
just
good, but if you want to be in networking, I would still suggest you go after that CCNA. It's going to be a lot more valuable.
okay? What I'll do, I'll start doing. What's your advice on what's your perspective on the Linux Plus? If I want to like know Linux and start using Linux, should I go for the Linux Plus later or like because I
If
really don't know much about the exam
Yeah,
and the
I mean, Linux is a great skill to have. Like, or it's something great, really great to know. Um, you can worry about that later. That's something that you can actually kind of teach yourself on your own. Like, you can spin up a Linux virtual machine. Just watch a couple YouTube videos and just have a good understanding of it as you're studying for another certification or trying to define your path. You could wait to take the Linux Plus though. Like, you can wait on that certification if the CCNA is what's up next for you, right? You don't have to just focus on one. Worry about worry about what's after the next later. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get one step
But
at a time.
yeah, one step at a time, man. Focus on what's now. So I hope that helps, man.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Later,
Take
man.
take care. All right. It looks like we got William Murray up here next. So let me bring him on. Hello, William. Are you there? Uh-oh, we're gonna have some feedback here. William, are you there? Hello, William. All right, William. Maybe having some difficulties there with audio. But anyway. Oh wait, William, you back? Hey, William, can you hear me?
Hey Zach, how are you doing today?
Good, good, man. Thanks for coming on. We're having some difficulties there, so hopefully we got you all situated.
Yes, I'm here. Are you there?
Yep, we're good. Do you hear me? Do you got me or no? Hello. All right. Well, I'm not sure what happened with that one. I'll unmute him here in a minute. William, if you can put in the chat when you there? I heard him. I don't hear him now. He's not talking.
No, I think I'm having some audio problems.
If you pause the video on YouTube, if you can, if you hear me. Nope. All right. Well, he's gone. Well, we try to do this on the whim, right? Like we try to do this. Uh, this was not planned, right? Like this was not planned at all. Just trying to do it the best we can here. So I appreciate you guys if you do come in and join the live chat there on Zoom. Should be fun. Anyway, that was fun. Like that, I'm glad we got through the first one. That was cool. Like that's a good feeling. I'm just checking out the chat now. I need to do more of these live stream call-ins. I will. Is it plugged in? I don't know. We'll call tech support. Uh, see, anybody have any questions in the chat that I may have missed? What's going on, Ricardo? Almost 11 years, 8 in tech support, 3 in networking, the rest in cybersecurity. Chili Cap, what drew you to IT? What was your high school like? Did you have no idea? What drew me to IT? You're asking me that specifically? I got interested in technology, I think, as a whole, um, probably when I was about 12 or 13. We had a computer. I can't for the life of me remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like a Packard Bell or pretty sure something like that. God, it was so long ago. Anyway, this computer, it was running Windows at the time. What, Windows 98? No, Windows 90. No, it was running Windows 3.2. Yeah. So this is probably 1997. Anyway, this computer, it would turn on, you'd be able to use it for a little bit of time, and then I got to mute the Zoom chat here. Anyway, it would turn on for a little bit of time and then it would just turn off. And I went inside this machine, I popped it open, and started trying to figure out what everything did. And that's what really got me interested. But we got somebody on the chat, so let me bring them on over here. We got EJ in the chat. Hello, EJ, are you there? Looks like maybe they don't have a microphone. So it can't get EJ's questions because it's showing that they don't have a microphone. Sorry, but yeah, so God, this is like 97 or so. I don't know. Like it was a long time ago. I could never figure out what was wrong with that thing. Like we had thrown it away probably a year or two after that, but um it was fun to kind of tinker around inside the machine, like take out the RAM, like understand what the RAM was, understand what the hard drive was, and just know that like, hey, you could actually like take this stuff out of this machine, and that was kind of cool. Like you look at these components, and I could just vividly remember like cracking open this computer for the very first time and being like looking at it like, wow, like these whatever I'm looking at right here, like it is controlling like this computer, right? That's like you're looking at the stuff on a screen, and it's just like it was mind-boggling to me. It was like it's still like just mind-boggling me to think about like how you could look like see these components and then understand that like, oh, like all this stuff like goes through the screen and you see it happening, and like how does this work? that's what like that's what got me interested. High school, I have a video out where I told you guys like I dropped out of high school when I was 15. So high school did nothing for me. I don't mean that in a necessarily like a bad way. It's just I wasn't there. Have I fixed and repaired a Chromebook for school districts? So I stopped working for school districts like right around the time like they started to bring in Chromebooks like as a one-to-one, but it's not going to be that difficult. I loved working for school districts. Working for school districts was definitely a lot of fun. Uh, do I think there should be a certification dedicated purely to troubleshooting, remediation, and disaster recovery? I would say like the remediation and disaster recovery is something completely separate, but there should definitely be something more for troubleshooting for sure. So you guys can feel free to call into the Zoom and ask your questions anytime you want. It's all in the description. You just click a couple buttons. Brian B, thank you for the super chat, bro. Brian B, you got a question? William Murray, what's up? William, you need a microphone, bro. You got a microphone? Get you on the chat, bro. Can you hear me, William?
Hey, I can hear you. How are you?
Good. How you doing, sir? Good to have you on.
Good. Having some issues with my little Bluetooth headset.
No problem.
Good. Question for you. In the mid of my career right now, I've been doing networking and cloud computing roughly for about 8 years now. Changes are occurring in networking where things are being more automated, and I'm feeling myself drawn more towards virtualization, the cloud, just all overall. Transitioning into new technologies, any advice in looking for something other than just certifications to try to get more training?
I mean, there's a lot of different training providers out there that you can follow that don't, and not all their content is directly geared towards certifications. It's just about teaching you the skills and the technology kind of as a whole. There's that option. Of course, YouTube has plenty of videos out there of people going over different things. So if you wanted to learn more about automation, like Python or something, incorporate that. You could follow anything. You could utilize your own time, build your own home lab and really dive deep into anything that you want. I think the possibilities are so endless when it comes to that nowadays, because there's so many ways to virtualize basically anything that you want. Or you could sign up for a free AWS account and utilize their platform there and start understanding how that works. And of course, Azure has like a paid option to do like the same thing. Um, but I think nowadays there's so much at your disposal. The hardest part is trying to figure out what's next. Like that's always going to be a hard part for I think anybody who's like a tech enthusiast or wants to learn more is actually drilling down into, okay, I'm going to focus specifically on this.
Easy enough. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes, man. Like I have that same issue where like I don't know what I want to do, and I have to like actually sit down and draw out a list. Like here's like the top 10 things that I would like to learn, and then write like positives and negatives on how I see them, interacting with my day-to-day life where I can actually decide, okay, this is what's next. Like, this is what I'm going to pick next because of
Oh, I
these
absolutely agree.
reasons, But automation is big, man. If you've already been doing networking and stuff, you're starting to see that or have seen that. I would definitely start learning more Python. I know Duan Lightfoot, him and I just had a conversation a couple weeks ago about how important that was or is for him. Um, so I don't know. I hope
Yeah,
that
I
helps. I
agree.
hope I
I'm just
answered.
more concerned with, the automation. At the end of the day, I do believe and feel on the philosophy side that automation that will end in reduced headcount, which is what the C-level suite always looks for.
Mhm.
Just trying to find out what the technologies are in the future without, cloud is great, but it's literally just accessing data centers from great internet connection or nothing particularly new. Just trying to find out where to really move a career in the future that may be stable is my concern. But I
Yeah,
appreciate the
that's
input.
so
Thank
hard
you.
to say too, man. Because as you know, like technology just it evolves so quickly, and sometimes it can be so hard to keep up with it. Um, so it's hard for people. I mean, I've asked other people I'm connected with on LinkedIn like the same question, like where do you see IT going, or what do you think is going to be big? And they're always like, we can't say, like we don't know. Like we could say right now, like we know in the next 3 years there's supposedly like 3.5 million cybersecurity careers that need to be filled or whatever, or the cloud's not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, you could say that those are solid bets. And yeah, that could be, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know how the cloud could be exploited tomorrow. You know?
Exactly. All it takes is one big exploitation to make news, and it changes businesses and executives' view on how they want to handle their infrastructure.
Yep.
And trying to wade through that and what is literally just a fad right now, or what is going to be long term. Those are the concerns that I like to bring attention to for people who've been in this for a little bit and looking for long term stability in this field. It's sometimes scary, but it does keep you motivated. Just wanted to have that conversation.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on and asking questions, man.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Take care. All right. Looks like we got one more person in the chat here. Hello, you there?
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I
Oh,
just came in because I just found out about the chat.
oh, sure. You got a question?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm gonna be like, I wanted to do help desk work. Right now I'm in college for business administration, right? And I know that there's exam like I could take the CompTIA. Would that be a good move if I wanted to start a business with computers, like gaming computers?
If you wanted to
To
start a business with computers,
Yeah, I wanted to start a business, but I wanted to get, certification first so I can, you know, have qualifications to do help desk work. But my ultimate goal is to start a business with gaming computers.
okay. Yeah, I think probably then like the CompTIA A plus would be a phenomenal start for you. Because that's just
Okay.
going to kind of really lay down a lot of foundational knowledge.
Hmm.
And I think that could be really helpful. Hold on one second.
Okay. Uh,
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, I was gonna say, is there any other exams that I should take? As far as what, like other than the CompTIA.
I think that's going to be your best starting point, and that's really going to kind of open up your
Okay.
eyes to the rest of the kind of the rest of IT, because really the CompTIA A
Okay.
plus covers a broad spectrum within IT.
Uh huh.
So
Okay.
as you kind of develop there and learn what's involved with the CompTIA A plus, you can kind of from there pick what area of interest you should go after next. Because I feel like if you could pick an area of interest that you kind of enjoy, it's going to be much easier for you to learn,
Hmm.
and then kind of grow from
Okay.
there. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
That, that makes sense. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Hello, you there?
Yep,
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Do you have a question for us today?
Yes, I do. So basically, I've been doing an internship in my school for like IT slash network admin type work, and I have another internship like a big company for the summer. So like of all experience I have right now, it would be like by the time I'm done my internship over the summer, I'll have like a full year's experience of IT,
Hmm.
for networking type of IT. Because the internship for the summer is network engineering. It's a network engineering internship.
Okay.
So I have a year experience. So I was wondering, like, do you think it's like a good time to look for a full time job after that I get that year experience, or should I still finish school, which I'm in college? I have like about a year to year and a half left. Do you think it's like good for me to finish college and get the degree, or
Um,
can I start looking for like full time jobs?
Here's the thing, man. Like, how important is that degree to you?
I don't I don't know. It's hard to say.
Right. Well, see, because the thing is, like, if you get this year of experience, like,
Yeah.
even before you finish that year, even before you finish that internship,
Hmm.
make sure that obviously, like, you're doing a great job and that you can get references from the people that you've worked with. But
Definitely. Yeah.
even before you finish that internship, I mean, if you're not really interested in finishing school and just interested in getting right into the workforce, start applying.
Okay.
Like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to hear like a no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Like, apply, 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 apply. If nothing comes through, then what's hurting you from then stopping college?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a hard choice, man. Because I don't want to tell you what to do. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I would hate to be like, ah, yeah, no, just get right into the field. Um, but I mean, you've already spent all that time and all that money. It'd be really it's kind of silly to not finish it if you only got a year left. But at the same time, like, I mean, with having experience, and do you have any certifications? I'm sorry.
I don't have any certifications now.
So, man, I would focus on that.
Get certification. Yeah.
I mean, you could be doing that right now while you're still going to school. You
Yeah.
know,
I
you,
plan. I plan on starting to study for the new CCNA.
yeah, definitely go after that, man. Like, if you can finish that new CCNA before you finish your internship, right?
Yeah.
And you have that on your resume,
Hmm.
I mean, you have the possibility of getting a job in networking, like, and making a good amount of money. Where at the end of the day, like, what is the you don't have to finish college if that's the case. It's just hard, man. It's hard.
I know. I get what you're saying.
Like, I don't know, man. With a year left, it's hard, man. That's a hard choice for you.
It's a year. I mean, I'm trying to weigh my options because like, it's a year left, and like, it's just like what I did was I did my major requirements classes. My first week, my second and third year, I did all my major classes.
Mhm.
So my last year is just a bunch of electives, and I'm thinking to myself, why stay here to do a bunch of electives that don't relate to my major when I can just try to get an actual job.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel
Yeah.
you. I think you got some options there, so
Yeah.
good luck to you.
Thank you.
That's what I could tell you. Good luck.
Yeah.
I hope everything works out for you. And thanks for calling in, man.
No problem. Thank you.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, that's awesome. This is fun, guys. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this, but I'm enjoying this. I can't pay attention to the chat, but hey, we're doing what we can here. Doing what we can. That was a hard question. It's really hard for me to tell you guys what to do sometimes. Like, I don't want to be that person that, like, tells you how to do things. Um, that's not. I want to give you guys options. Like, I think that's the best way I can help set you up for success. Like, here's maybe like the best options that you can go for. Um, so, anyways, I'm trying to check at the chat now, see if you guys have questions that I may have missed. But it looks like there's a lot of you guys are just chatting back and forth with each other. So I'll just let you guys do your own thing. Yeah, we got you in chat. Yeah, you guys got me. I love you guys. I love you guys. Next week we're putting out the video for right to repair, which I'm super stoked about. I'm actually, like, really excited about this, because it's a very controversial subject. And honestly, like, oh my gosh, it was so upsetting for me. Like, you're gonna hear this in the video where I tell you guys how upset I was with everything happening. I was really upset. My own wife was like, dude, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you're not going to understand, but here's what's happening. I'm really bothered by it. And she's like, I see. But like for like 3 or 4 days, I'd be like listening to these this YouTube channel that you'll hear about in the video, and I'd be getting frustrated. And she'd be like, "You need to stop." I'm like, "I can't. Like, I'm offended by this. I'm upset by this right to repair stuff happening." So that'll be a fun video. Brian B, you say, "Hey Zach, you watch often. Thanks for the content, bro. Quick question on your resume. If you have a very small amount of home lab experience on a PI VPN server, okay, list VPN as a skill on your resume." Um, it depends. Like, it really depends. It's small amount of VPN experience. I mean, you could still put it on there. I wouldn't like highlight it very, very well, but you could put like at least you could just put VPN as one skill. If they ask you about it, then you can explain. If anything, oh, here's I got somebody. Hello, are you there? Let me unmute you. Hello.
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I gotcha. Hey, Joseph.
Okay. Sorry, this is my first time using the app, so I was trying to figure it out.
No problem, man. No problem. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
I'm actually at work right now, and I had to step out because I wanted to ask you a few questions, and I'm on my lunch break.
All right, solid. What's up?
But so I'm in a really interesting situation, I guess, when it comes to my career, and I wanted to see if I could get some advice.
Sure. What's up?
So recently I'd gotten my 1001 passed and was studying for the 1002 and got a job starting off doing a basic help desk for a company.
Mhm.
And when I was about to leave, my current boss decided to ask me if I would rather stay for, an increase in salary and learn directly from our systems administrator how to do his job and take his place when he leaves. So of course I took that and I'm learning, but I have no certifications and no experience, and I have no idea where to start.
Well, if you're already learning how to do a sysadmin job, like that's gonna be like that's awesome. Like that makes me happy. Like that's exciting because you're gonna learn so much from doing that. So
Right.
now you're trying to wonder like how you expand upon that, like
Well,
or how you validate yourself.
for example, he's showing me, RDP into this server. 'Cause we use everything we do is over AWS. We don't
Okay.
have any physical servers or anything. And what it is I'm actually I'm a IT over 3 different companies, about to be 5. And he's showing me, this is this server, you RDP into here, and you make these changes. This is what you make these changes to the firewall, and I'm at the point where I can, I'm like, okay, well that's how I do that, but why? So I guess I'm trying to see what the best spot to learn is. At this point, I've already got the job, so I don't think I'm going to actually take the certifications yet, because that takes extra time studying. But I wanted to know what materials you would suggest, I guess, starting with. Should I, start with the Net Plus and then go to an AWS book and a book on Active Directory, or some certain, what would you suggest the starting point be? Because
Man.
I've got to learn about 16 different topics
Right. There's
simultaneously.
yeah, there's no starting point with your situation, man. Like your starting point is that you get to learn directly from a system administrator how they do their job.
Right.
And what you're learning from them is exactly everything that you need to be learning. So it's not
Right.
like you could say pick one out of the bunch and say, all right, I'm gonna go with this. Because
Right, I guess.
you're getting so
Sorry.
much thrown at you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess
man.
the problem I'm having is that since I don't have that base knowledge that someone else in my position would have, I'm getting really overwhelmed when he's showing me, here's this, here's what it does, and here's what you do. But I'm not really, like, if he's not there, and something breaks,
Yeah.
I don't know the
So
base knowledge of, like,
are
this.
you
Oh, well,
writing?
this is how he made it.
Are you documenting? Do you guys have documentation on all of this, or is he?
Yes,
Because
I'm documenting everything as I
okay,
go, and we have some
that's
documents. I'm kind of making them better. So it's like I kind of have the how to. I just need the why.
yeah. The why is not gonna make sense to you, like quite honestly, for a
Right.
long time. like a
Right, and
long
that's I
time.
guess where I'm wanting to know where should I start because while I'm at work, I'm like right now I'm working 14-hour days. I work 8 hours, go home and study for until I pass out, and
Right.
feel like I'm jumping around too much and not really understanding.
Yeah, bro. Oh man.
Right, this is a really weird situation.
It is.
It's a great situation.
Yeah, no, dude, it's awesome for you. It really
Right.
is. But if
And
you're
then
so you're
speaking of which, I do want to say thank you because your stuff has absolutely helped me get here.
oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad I could help.
While I'm thinking about it, thank you as well.
For sure, for sure. I appreciate that. Um, bro, dude, like you're just in a dream position for so many people right now.
Right.
Like, yeah,
And that's
I hope you
right.
understand that. I
Oh,
hope you
oh yeah.
appreciate that.
Oh yeah. What I've been telling everybody is I think I just rolled a 20 on my charisma and an 18
Yeah,
on
no,
my luck.
yeah, pretty much. You totally did, dude. Totally.
Oh,
Oh, hang on, I gotta hold on, Loon.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know. Everybody should be muted on entry. I'm not sure why it's.
I did that earlier too. I joined in. And I was like, oh no.
It should just be muted for everybody.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know
that's the
what?
thing.
For
It's
you, it's like
absolutely a dream.
just pick something. Pick what interests you the most. I'm serious though. Like just because if you as you're kind of learning all this crap, right? Like all this stuff, like pick the
Right.
one that interests you the most because that's what's going to be the easiest for you to learn.
Right.
Like I could tell you all day, like, well, you should maybe start with networking or you should maybe start with AWS. But if that's not something that really like interests you at a very high level, then
Right.
don't do it because there's something else probably out of the list of things that you're learning that would be much better for you to
Right.
just start learning, just simply
Okay.
based on the fact that you're going to enjoy it more, and you'll either get it like you'll learn it a lot quicker, or you just be done with it quicker. Essentially, you can move on
Right.
to the next thing. But
Okay. Because yeah, like they're I think he's planning on leaving sometime within the year, and it seems like they're putting a lot of faith in me, which is very nerve wracking, I guess.
you must
It
be doing
sounds
something
like
right, man.
right because it sounds like the way that it's structured is we have one sister company, and right now or one mother company and a bunch of sister companies, and we do IT for 3 of them, and it's about to extend to 5. And it sounds like from what they've been telling me is their goal is to get me up to doing the IT for the East Coast. And I'm over here just, I guess, freaking out for lack of a better term because I don't feel like I'm learning it. So I really appreciate the advice.
Yeah, you're gonna be feeling that way for a long time, man. Like,
Right. Like
here's the thing. Like, it's even if you had like gotten any of these certifications before, like
right.
ahead of time, like you're still gonna be overwhelmed. You're still gonna feel like you know nothing, and that changes almost never. Like you're still always gonna feel that way. Like you're still always gonna feel like you have to learn stuff, or you will be
Okay.
learning stuff because that's just part of the field.
Right.
Nobody knows everything. Like literally nobody knows everything about everything, right? Like as
Right.
a sysadmin, you're like what is it like a mile wide and a foot deep, right?
Yeah.
That's the analogy I think.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man, and it's all
Okay.
good.
Well, okay. Well, I'll start. Okay. I guess I'll start looking at what all I'm doing and pick the best one.
Yeah, pick
and
whatever
go
interests
from
you the
there.
most. That's the best advice I can give you.
Okay.
Congratulations to you, man, though, and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for all your videos and all the help you've given me and so many other people.
For sure,
I
man.
really
For
appreciate
sure,
it.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day, man.
You too. Take it easy. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Loon here. Hello, Loon. Are you there?
hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. What about you?
Oh, we're doing all right. Just trying to go through all these questions here. What do you got for us today?
Okay, so I'm recently just a freshman in college. I have my university offers a degree in IT and a degree in computer science, but the IT degree they offer major in cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. At the same time, the computer science degree they offer the same thing, but I'm just confused, like you know whether or not computer science will be better for those knowledge, or I don't need to learn that much theoretical stuff in computer science to get myself an a easy degree to get into the job
Or
to learn from there.
you kind of answered like your own question in a way. Like
Yeah,
the,
I just don't know.
yeah, computer science. It's a lot more theoretical, right? You're going to learn just
Yeah.
kind of more of that why in a sense, like and how it.
Because sorry,
Go ahead.
because computer science, I see that I heard from my friends who did computer science, they say that a lot of the theories actually applies in the programming, and sometimes computers, cybersecurity, they use a bit of programming stuff.
Yeah.
Then when I look at my IT course, it doesn't provide that much programming things, all about that practical stuff.
Yeah,
But usually,
and that's like so. There's like the two big differences between the programs is that the computer science is more theory and more programming based, where IT isn't. Right. So,
yeah, exactly.
do you have to have programming experience to work in IT? No, like you don't. Like if you want to work in the general IT side of things, you don't necessarily have to be a programmer in any way. Learning automation is going to be the key there. And it's still kind of
Computer
learning.
science.
No, of general IT.
I see. So, do you still think that the certification still beats computer science degree? Like you can learn from
Uh,
anything as soon as you're,
uh,
as long as you're interested in like learning about that specific job field.
degree has so many advantages that a certification doesn't. And certification, I wouldn't say has more advantages over a degree, but like they both have their purpose, right? And you'll have a lot more doors open up for you having a degree than certifications. But at the end of the day, like as you're getting involved in the field, the only thing that's going to matter 10 years from now is how much experience you have. Nobody's, nobody cares about degrees and certs to a point. It's like, does this person have 6 years of experience working in cybersecurity? We want them. Do they have 6 years working as a network administrator? Yeah, we want that. That's what we want.
See.
Like I said, a degree can help you open up doors. Certifications can just as well help open up doors. So at the end of the day, it's like if you're kind of trying to wonder like what do you do? It's like you really have to sit down and make that hard decision. Like what looks best for your path.
I see. Well,
Does that make sense?
that answers my question. Yes, that does make sense. Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, go for it. What's up, man?
Okay, so about IT consulting, do you think there's any specific skills that I need for IT consulting, like making my own business, consulting people?
Every skill. if you want to
like,
if you want to have your own business and you want to do consulting, it's you either consult on a specific subject area or you kind of learn everything and you consult at like a basically like an administrator level. Um, Either way, like it's going to require a lot of experience and it's going to require you understanding either those specific
do
technologies.
you have your own consulting jobs, or
Yeah, I've done consulting in the past.
how is it?
It's different, man. It's different because
I mean,
without having a lot
what
of
type of
experience, like what I found is because we were doing basically general administration work for businesses. So we were acting as their sysadmins, we were acting as their network admins. We had to have a broad knowledge of how IT worked, right? Because we
yeah.
focused on everything for those businesses. We weren't just coming in and consulting for their network. We were coming in and consulting for everything. So, there's obviously differences there. What type of consulting work do you want to do?
Yeah, I see. So, about the customers, will you usually knock on doors, or they contact you, reach out to you, and you go out and help them? How does it work? Just curious.
So back when we were doing it, it was all web based. So it was all about search engine traffic. And, this is back in like 2007, 2008. So many years ago.
I see.
Google was was your prime source of bringing in new leads. And then from there, once you get a couple leads in and you're doing good work for them, then it's kind of word of mouth that helps too. But nowadays the best thing you could do is Facebook all day long. Facebook advertisements, Facebook groups. That's
I
going to be
see.
your
I
best
see.
bet. I mean, you can go door to door, you can do cold calling, but you know that
Chances is very low.
yeah.
Yeah, I see. Well,
You
that
want to
answers my
find the people
questions.
that are looking for what you do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you want those people who are looking for it to find you. How do you make that happen? You get in front of them on
Gonna find
social
out.
media. You get in front of
Yeah.
them on Google.
Mm-hmm.
So, hope that helps, man.
Yeah. Thank you for answering my questions. That's all I got.
You're welcome, man. You have
Well,
a good one.
yeah. You too, man. See
Thanks.
you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is fun, man. This is fun. How long have we been going? What is it? 12:46. So I got about another good 10 minutes in me, and then we'll be done. Done with this live stream, which was a lot of fun, guys. I'm gonna do this again. We are going to do this again. I have emails I need to get back to today. Like a lot of emails that I got to get back to today. Got a busy afternoon. Got a dance I got to go to later with my daughter. Ricardo Brunel, I take your questions. It's too hard to start an own business. It is difficult to start your own business, that's for sure. Like when I was doing consulting, like obviously back in like the mid to late 2000s, like I think it was a lot easier to do it then because there wasn't as much, right? Like there's IT then and IT now, like two different beasts, y'all. Two complete different beasts. There's so much to know. Oh, we got Yoel here. Don't know. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello, you there? Hello. Nope, can't hear you. Can you hear me? I'm listening. Yoel, if you got a microphone, can you chat? Yo, what's up, Network Chuck? Go ahead, bro. Steal the idea. It's all yours. Take it away. Make it better. Bring in all of the people onto the Network Chuck channel. Oh, you there? Hello? Looks like... Oh. Hello? Well, I hear stuff in their background, but I'm not sure what's going on, so I'll wait till they put in chat that they fixed their microphone. But anyway, it's been a fun stream. It's definitely been fun. They're going to connect through their phone, they say. Network Chuck, are you less stressed out, bro? He probably like came in the chat and was like, Zach, I'm going to do this on my channel. Peace. Go for it, bro. It's all good. As long as you're helping people, that's the thing. Like people like always ask me this question about like all these other YouTubers that I talk to and stuff. They're like, aren't they like competition to you? Like, no, none of them are my competition. I would never look at them as competition. Like as long as they are helping people, like that's what's most important is helping people all day, every single day. Help people. That's it. So as long as Network Chuck is helping people, I got his back. As long as Dwan Lightfoot is helping people, I got his back. Same with Chris Titus Tech, with Kev Tech, with everybody, man. Like helping people. That's what's up. All right, Yoel, what's up? Hey, Yoel, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you on. You got a question for us?
Yeah. So, I'm a recent graduate, and while I understand that most of your content is based for the American audience because you're from there and you know the regulations, everything there, I'm just trying to understand, or not understand, get your advice on how to have an online presence that would actually be beneficial for those abroad. Okay, and it's like the whole getting noticed on LinkedIn or doing your for example, I'm very interested in cybersecurity, but while you have those certificates, like I only have my CCNA security, and I did graduate, like the whole bachelor's degree and whatnot, but it's not really. At the end of the day, as you said, I think in one of your videos, that cybersecurity is not an entry level field, or it's really difficult to get an entry level job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, what projects or can you do, or because I'm trying to go beyond the certification, because certain companies, it's really difficult for a guy to kind of chase these certifications required by different companies. It's like, do I go for the CISSP, OSCP, or it's like it's really difficult for a guy who's just straight out of college, like kind of chasing these things without actually like learning the skills themselves, the practical skills. You feel me?
Yep. So have you heard of Dwan Lightfoot? Do you know who that is?
I
YouTuber.
did, yeah.
So he started this thing, hashtag lab every day, right? Where you lab something every single day. And what it's meant by that is you build your own home lab so that you are getting that hands-on. So you don't have to spend a crap ton of money to build a home lab. You take whatever computer that you have, and you can virtualize. You can virtualize basically any network on there. You can virtualize different servers and things like that. Heath Adams, the cyber mentor, I had him on the channel last week. He has this course for ethical hacking that he just built about a month ago. It is one of probably the best courses that they have on Udemy right now for ethical hacking. And he basically walks you through how to do everything hands-on. He walks you through building virtual labs and walks you through, exploits and different things like that. So if security is what you want, I would definitely look at that course or anything like that. I mean, there's so many different free options on YouTube where they walk you through ethical hacking in so many different ways that it can help you get that hands-on experience. And then what you could do from there is, as you're going through and doing these different things, do like capture the flags, like the CTFs. Document what you've gone through. Put it out on GitHub. Put it out on LinkedIn. Put it out on YouTube. Document everything that you do so that people can see it. Discuss, a capture the flag that you participated in and things like that. That's going to be ways that help you get noticed, and you're gaining that practical experience, that practical knowledge and skills.
Yeah, that's really really great. But one thing as well, like I was discussing this, like because I like to join these like meetups here, because it's kind of good to network and everything.
Mhm.
And this one dude, he said that like he works in cybersecurity, and he said that while learning these offensive techniques, like I do have some hack the box, and I know the course that you're talking about, Keith Adams one, I'm actually enrolled in. It is amazing, as he said. And the one problem, no, I wouldn't say problem, is that I believe that in the market there are a lot more defensive roles out there rather than offensive. And while these techniques are good, do you think that they will help you actually like land a defensive role?
I mean, so the thing about to be somebody who's good at defense, you have to be good at offense, because you have to understand how the offense works, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
to catch a criminal, you have to think like a criminal kind of
right.
thing.
So
Right.
it goes both ways. Like whether you want to work like defensively or offensively, like you still have to understand how each side works so that you can be the best defensive person or best offensive person. So I guess you're not necessarily siloed into one area, you know.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you very much, Stack, and thank you for your contribution. I'll try to write up some blogs, and I think I'm trying to make a website and everything. So
there you
try to
go.
write up some blogs and see how it goes. Thanks a lot.
That sounds good, man. Take it easy. Thank you for calling.
Take care. Take care.
Awesome. All right. I am going to end that because we're not taking any more calls. We are going to do this more often because this is a lot of fun. Like this is enjoyable. How do I gotta switch my screen. You guys are gonna see my messy desktop. It's terrible. Look at that. Look at that messy desktop. I gotta clean it up later. It makes me so sad. Where's a live chat? There's a live chat. All right. 12:55. We did it, guys. We did it today. I'm super excited about it. If you guys want to see more of this, post about it on social media. Hit me up. let me know. Leave comments. Do all that fun stuff. Whatever. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and merch link in bio. What else am I missing? I don't do the typical YouTuber thing where I tell you to subscribe to my channel every video or hit that notification bell. All that stupid, dumb garbage. It's not really stupid, dumb. But anyway, I'm going to shut my mouth. Thank you guys for joining today. I hope you all have a great Friday and a great weekend. Always be learning. And that's always going to be the best advice that I can give to everybody out there. Continue to learn. Never stop learning, because a good IT professional is a learner, meaning you always learn. That's it. Later.